Hi, Jasmine. Good evening. So good to see you. So I have a couple of questions for you. First is that can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jasmine Logan. I'm a second year master's theater studies student at SF State.
And what drew you to the program at San Francisco State?
What drew me to the program at SF State is the teaching opportunities that I was able to get. They are more easily accessible through SF State than the other schools I applied to. At SF State so far, I've already had the opportunity to TA for 3 classes. So the more experience that I had TAing, the more comfortable I feel actually pursuing teaching later on after my master's degree. Also, I attended SF State Sneak Preview. So that experience really confirmed that I wanted to go to SF State because the faculty was very friendly, very welcoming. I already felt like I was already part of the community, even though I wasn't a student yet. So that made me very excited to join. I also what also drew me to the program was the flexibility of it. It gives you the opportunity, the access to explore different avenues in theater. If you want to try directing, or if you want to act, or if you want to pursue dramaturgy. For example, my first year, I took on a dramaturg position. Even though it was my first time ever, I had the opportunity to get more experience in dramaturgy and learn how to do research for a theater production. So that was really great.
Yeah, I mean, you've already answered some of what I was going to ask you next. But if you can also summarize what uh, you've learned in your time at San Francisco State. Of course, you can repeat some of what you have already said, but if you can just summarize your learnings at SF State, that would be great.
Yeah. At SF State, I'm really learning about how to really get involved in the theater arts academia world. So for instance, I'm learning how to present at academic conferences, how to write conference level papers, how to submit proposals for academic journals. Basically all the tools and skills that a person needs in order to really get involved and really succeed in the world of academia. For instance, one of my favorite classes so far was the theater pedagogy class. And in that class, I had the opportunity to create my own syllabus and prepare a teaching portfolio. So that class really prepared me on my application materials that I need in order to apply for a teaching position after the master's program. Um, yeah, that's
That's great. And why do you think prospective students should consider a master's in theater studies at San Francisco State? Why would you recommend it?
I definitely recommend SF State because the faculty care, they really want to make sure that the students who are part of the master's program are effectively prepared for the next steps, whether it's you are applying for a PhD program after, or if you want to teach, they make sure that you have all the tools, all the skills, all the resources, even the connections that you need in order to continue on to the path that you need. Um, for instance, my professors, they have encouraged me and supported me to take on risks that I didn't really necessarily believe that I was ready for. For instance, I was encouraged to submit one of my research papers to the academic theater conference ATHA and to BTN's Young Scholar competition. And I was accepted to present at this debut panel and won the BTN's Young Scholar competition. So basically, the program, it effectively supports and encourages the students to take on opportunities, take risks, and encourage you and support you in any way possible in accomplishing your goals.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. And what are you planning to do with your degree?
I'm planning to use my master's degree as a stepping stone towards pursuing a PhD in theater. with an emphasis in African theater pedagogy. My current master's thesis is analyzing the pedagogy of African theater in California's public universities. And I'm hoping to use that project as the beginning steps towards hopefully formulating a potential PhD dissertation. So we'll see. But my overall goal is to become a theater arts professor and hopefully be a part of that change that fills in the gaps that are out there of teaching African theater where it's not being taught as part of the curriculum.
That's great. Thank you so much, Jasmine, for your time.